how to start this aging to legacy to becoming a Legacent journey. It's a question that keeps popping up for me from you. How to start? So I thought that I would share the start video, and then I'm gonna create one on sense, stand, shape, and share. Now, I'm also sharing these on Substack. I'll put a link down below if you like it in writing. But to start, I get it, because it was a number of years ago that I was, where do I land this plane that I'm building in the air, which seems kind of counterintuitive. And I said, okay, I need to start somewhere. So yeah, maybe I'll start with a glider and then move into a little Cessna, then up into a twin engine, then into a small jet, bigger jet, that kind of idea. I think you know where the metaphor is going. But the idea here is to start is that for you, and I think for most, is that you have to start moving beyond accumulation. Now, you have a career and you have expertise and you have experiences, probably have a catalog of material, but it isn't about accumulating all of that matters. What matters is what you're going to do with it. So it's not about relevance, it's now about structure. That's where the how really comes in. Because it isn't so much that you need to know who is going to get this right now, as much as it is just sorting out in your own head, heart, and hands, what is it that you got? And so that you can sort of figure out, okay, what am I going to do with it? Where am I going to use it? What is it that I'm going to bring forth? Then I can always lean into, well, who can really benefit from it? Now, I know that might go against, people saying, well, from a marketing point of view, you need to know your who. Well, that's not where you are at this point in time, because you're just starting to figure out what are the sense of fibers to threads to string to cord to rope that's available to you. And you're not looking for something that's perfect. Oh, if I had only learned that element sooner, then I wouldn't have spent so much time just creating, and then finding out, there's not a lot there. But later on, I found that there was a lot there. But I was attempting to be perfect, get it written in such ways that it was perfect, video it so that it was perfect. No, this isn't where you start. Where you start is, what is it that you can't shake? There's something in you that you just can't shake it. And there's a fiber thread there for you. That's what you want to pick up on, because it's a lesson that feels alive for you. You want to find that. And then play around with it. Sort of see, okay, here's a way of looking at this. Oh, here's another way of looking at this. Oh, here's another way of looking at this. And just having fun, bringing that idea, that sense of something to the foreground that you think would be of value for you, if nothing else, because at this point in time, you're just starting, you're just getting it going, and you're just recognizing what's your experience and what you're going to do with that experience and that expertise. And what that does is it allows you, okay, leverage, but I'm going to suggest leverage. Love what it is that you're going to be bringing through your aging for other people. That's where you can start. Now, that is the best advice that I can give, that sense of what's not something you can shake, a lesson well learned. Just lean into that at this point in time. Don't worry about all the other stuff, right, that comes along and people are trying to sell you things if you're watching videos. Now, I appreciate you watching this video, so thank you. Thank you, thank you. But give yourself some space to sort of figure that out. Open up some doors and see where it takes you. And if it's another room with a set of other doors, then open up a couple more doors and see what's there. Okay? Give it an opportunity. Find your truth. Your truth. Because when you find your truth, then what you can do is you can figure out how to experiment with it. Okay, how can I prove that it's truth? And just keep playing and playing with it. And I hope, I'm going to suggest that you'll find the essence of something there that will become more than a fiber thread. It'll actually become a rope for you, if you give yourself that space and place to allow that to unfold. Now, if it helps, on wealthmovement.com, my website, I have the Aging-Curation-Mentoring-Legacy-Legacent, each page. And on those are ideas, insights, book connections, prompt books. I'm adding more all the time, and you might find that there's something there. So from the start point of view, if you go over to Aging page, there is a short little diagnostic if you want to just get a little bit more of a sense of where you are in these 5 areas that I've just mentioned, and a prompt book about aging. Now, if that's a great place to start for you, go on over. It might spark one of these things that I've talked about in this video. So I encourage you to go over and see what you can find. And certainly check out the home page and then move through the pages that are there. Now, the other thing is comments, questions down below are always appreciated, because it gives me an opportunity to figure out a little bit more about how I can be of assistance to you to get you started. Remember, I'm going to do sense, stand, shape, and share videos here coming up. That will be here in that Legacy Mentoring How-To series. And I'm going to put a link down below to Substack where I'm actually writing it out, so you can check it out there. So with that, again, comments are appreciated. That way we can learn together. And always and in all ways, take care.